Relocated to Sacramento almost about a decade ago. Again, I was adopted by a bunch of individuals in that city.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Monopoly. Shout out to We Are Sacramento. Shout out to the Suave Boys. A lot of people that kind of brought me into that city.
Yeah.
And man, I think that's a good starting point, man.
Yeah, bro. Big shout out to the home team, bro. Like, yeah, I just want to attest to that. Like, you said you're adopted by Sacramento, bro, and it's like I always be saying that, bro. Like, that city is if you allow it, it can be full of love in the sense that you will find your people, you know what I mean? And like if you are that genuine person, if you move with pure intentions and stuff like that, you'll mess around and get adopted, bro. And it's like that's what happened with me. That's what happened with you. You know what I mean? So that's definitely dope to hear somebody else say something like that. I want to ask you though, like, what made you inspire a career in music, like just in general, like like what was the first like inspirations and stuff to go into that?
Shit, man, it's kind of always been there. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of hard to pinpoint. I don't come from a musical family background. Nothing too direct. I did have a godfather, rest in peace, DJ Big Roy. He was a DJ. I had some family members who were DJs before that, but man, I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint now. I was kind of a wild kid growing up, and I needed something to kind of put me on a different path, and I think my family and the people around me saw that. So, I was a young kid and I was gifted these two turntables and the microphone, and it just kind of went from there.
Fact, yeah, that's tight, bro. So, how long have you actually been DJing?
Hard to keep track. I want to say maybe 18, 19 years, almost 2 decades, man. Almost.
That's tight, bro. Yeah,
I started super young.
That's crazy, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, even before that, even before I actually had a setup, man, I remember messing around with like having 2 boom boxes in my room and turning one down and one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Finding a way,
yeah. Just
that's crazy, bro.
Just things like that. I remember being in like 2nd grade doing that. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's that's some young prodigy stuff, bro. Like.
Yeah.
I've never thought about doing nothing like that. That's crazy. Yeah,
man. That's just the way my mind worked. And then later down the road, I was raised by my grandparents. Shout out to them. When they would go to church, I would go turn on their record player and scratch some vinyls out. They would have whooped me, man, if they found out.
Yeah, bro.
If they were listening to this, maybe they would pick up on it. They don't speak the language like that, so I think I'm pretty safe.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What's some of like the vinyls you remember that they had in there, like in their collection?
Oh, Vicente Fernandez.
Okay.
Shout out, Vicente. The GOAT, man. R.I.P. Chente. And then they had it was just a lot of Spanish vinyls. I didn't really care. I was just grabbing them and putting them on there and scratching them.
What drew you to that? Was it like the look of the vinyl? Was it the sound? What was it?
Honestly, I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
I think it's the 2nd or 1st episode. Maybe it was probably the pilot episode. Jazzy Jeff comes into the house. He comes into the house and they're listening to like classical music.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly episode you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. So that's what prompted me to try it out myself.
That's tight, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a dope story, bro. Like, definitely shout out to Jazzy Jeff, man. That's my favorite DJ. Yeah, for sure, man. I was gonna say, so also like, so you're a DJ. You know what I mean? As been established. I want to talk about what a lot of people might not know. You're a realtor.
Yeah. Just on the side, man. Honestly, I was just talking to somebody about it this morning. I keep messing around in the last year. I've been like, man, the more I sell, the less you're gonna see me DJing. But I was telling somebody this morning, I keep playing with people like that, but I got into real estate so I can have more time to DJ.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, more freedom. More freedom.
It's hard work still, but the goal was to make more in less time, so I have more time to do whatever it is I want. That's the goal. So.
Okay, and how long have you been doing that now?
About 2.5 years, 3 years.
Tight.
It's been a thought in my head for a long time, but I just didn't have the mental capacity, I guess, you could categorize it like that. I was just too busy doing other stuff. And finally, pandemic kicked off, and
gave you some free time to.
Gave me some free time. I lost a lot of family during that time. It kind of put me in a different mode. Kind of made me look at life like you know,
a little more hungry.
Yeah, time is ticking. You don't know when it's your time, so you might as well enjoy what you're doing.
That's real, bro. That's real. I was gonna say, so like with the realtor stuff, like what's like your most memorable property that like something that you landed and you're like, man, bro, I can't believe I just did that.
Probably the first one, man. The first one was sweet because it came in maybe 2 months after I got my license. I didn't know the guy before. I didn't, shout out to him. I don't want to put his name out there, but shout out to my guy because he just hit me back and he's trying to double back.
Yeah, bro. That's what really counts right there, though. Having that return customer, you know what I mean? That client coming back.
Yeah, and this was word of mouth, so it was sweet because it was during the pandemic. Things were competitive. We put in a ton of offers. He was a first-time home buyer. I had just bought my first home probably the year before, and he was from a background where, just similar like mine. We don't come from.
Yeah, it's not common.
Yeah, we don't have that knowledge, so it was just sweet to be able to, A, ease somebody into it, and B, he was kind of super, sketched out about the whole process. If we're not familiar with it, we think everybody's trying to do it. So it's just rewarding. I tell everybody.
That's tight, bro.
I tell everybody, man, if it takes 10,000 homes, it don't matter. We're gonna get to it. I'm here to go through it.
That's beautiful, bro. Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. So what's some advice you would give to like somebody who's like thinking about doing that, or like, you know what I mean, like you said, like, oh, I might not be in like the right mental space, or I'm just hesitant, I'm like sketched out, I don't like want to, like, I'm just scared, I want to take that step, but I'm scared to do it. You know what I mean? Like, what would you?
Well, just to kind of preface and put a warning at the front of it. I don't think I have that much experience yet to really be giving advice, but to somebody who's thinking about it, have your bread right. First and foremost, have your bread right. This is a game where it's pay to play. You can't even call yourself a realtor unless you pay the fee.
Oh, okay.
You can't go look at nothing unless you pay the cost. There's different ways to get money in this world. And, if you use your imagination, you might be able to think of a few things that, certain places will still let you ride without the money up front. Like this game. So have your bread right. That way you can pay the fees and, don't have to stress about it. And then, dive in, man. Dive in. Everybody says it about a lot of things, but this is a real game of you don't move your feet, you don't eat. Every now and then you'll get the text, be like, yo, I got somebody who wants to buy a house.
Yeah, but it's not just going to come land to you. You gotta go get it.
You gotta go get out there. You're going to have to put your own bread up for a long time. You know what I mean? You're going to have to get around and get to it. So,
yeah, that's game. Yeah, bro. I want to get into back into like the DJing and stuff real quick. What's like a crazy performance, or like something like a set, or like something like you did as a DJ and you're like, bro, like I never thought I would be here. You know what I mean?
There's a lot, man. There's a lot. Thankfully, there's been a lot of memories. I was just listening to Ep.3 Greedo on the way here, and one of the memories is I DJ'd his show, the second to last show before he turned himself in.
Oh man, that's big.
Yeah, man. And we connected after, and there was talks of me, DJing a few more shows, but it didn't make sense.
It's all timing.
But there's a lot of little memories that pop out randomly. You know what I mean? I remember popping up to a certain radio station's Christmas party as a +1, just to go push a line. You know what I mean? And I met the dude who ran the whole radio station, and I was like, yo, if you ever need a DJ, hit me. And he kind of brushed me off, and like 10 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, yo, my DJ called me sick. He's like, be able to spin this. So I spun their Christmas party, and they offered me a spot, and I was in the radio station on Monday. I don't know, there's been a lot of crazy stuff, man. I've done a lot of tours.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like that story is like, to me, like, it speaks into like multiple different ways. Like, you know what I mean? One, I'm big on destiny and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that just speaks to like, you're always in where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get put where you're supposed to be. And then second, it's like, that's what, like, we were just talking about, bro. Go get it. If you want something, bro, you hungry, bro, you gotta pull up. Like, they're not waiting on you. You know what I mean? Right. If that makes sense. Like, they're not just sitting here like, oh man, I hope SantanaMustDie ends up walking up to the stage. Nah, you know what I mean? You gotta make them aware, like, oh, bro, you don't know it yet, but you need Santana Must Die in this station, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not gonna have those thoughts until your name is branded.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna look out for us until your name is branded. So until it is branded, it's pull up. It's pull up time.
Yeah, man.
I always joke around and tell people my life is like Forrest Gump. Mine is major details, man, because things just unfold. And I believe in signs, and my reading comprehension is high. So
yeah, bro.
Pull up time.
Yeah, bro. That's real. I like that. So my life's like Forrest Gump.
That's why these stories are kind of hard to come up, man.
That's a bar.
So much things have happened in this line of work, and I've been forever grateful. And I just look back and laugh, because how do things like this unravel? I don't know. Will I ever know? I don't know that either. But I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, dang, I had a crazy question. It's still in my mind real quick, but I'm gonna come back to it. I was gonna say, bro, so how do you balance like your DJ career and like the realtor stuff, like personal, like how do you find a balance to, like, hold those many hats?
The last maybe year, 2 years, I've been really honing it in. So it's just keeping a schedule, and then just keeping that mental balance. I know that's super broad and kind of cliche, but it's just it's literally just, bro, get on a routine and hold it down, and then you'll start seeing little windows open up. And that was tough up until these last 2 years, man. Because I do real estate, I DJ, I also have another hustle, and then I also own a brick and mortar business with a few partners. Shout out to the gallery.
Yeah, man.
In Sacramento.
Yeah, beautiful venue, beautiful spot, bro. Shout out to the gallery for sure.
Thank you, man. And then on top of that, man, I work out twice a day, 5 times a week.
Mandatory.
So I don't know. Right now, lately it's been feeling like a flow. You know what I mean? I wake up by a certain time and I get to it, and then I use certain windows of time to do certain things, and then just whenever things feel too hectic, I'll write stuff down just to make sure I'm visually organized. I got a calendar.
That's important. That's something that I just now got hip to, bro. Like I'm just now starting to like put stuff down so I can visually see it. It helps tons, bro. That's a game.
I tell people all the time, like, let me check my schedule, and I'm not being a jerk. I'm not talking about opening it at the house for you.
No, that's how people take it like that sometimes too. It's like, bro, it's not even like that. Like, I just gotta make sure I'm not double booking, or I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's real, bro. That's
last time actually I saw you, man, I was double booked that day.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, you told me. I was like, that's why I was like, I appreciate you for pulling up, making it happen. You know what I mean? I know that goes. Like, that's stressful, bro.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have, man.
Yeah, I know for sure. It could be worse.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna play like probably a couple songs, man. We're gonna get right back into the conversation, man. Again, this is Santana Must Die. He's here rocking with us at the show, man. This is a very special episode. Appreciate you, bro, for rocking, man.
Of course, man.
Yes, sir.
I just figured out these were